In this optical system, the diffracting aperture has two straight, parallel, thin slits in an otherwise opaque screen. Both slits have the same width, A, and their centres are separated by distance, D. The two-slit Fraunhofer diffraction pattern consists of straight, equally spaced, bright and dark interference fringes whose intensities are modulated by a single-slit diffraction envelope. The distance from the centre of one bright fringe to the centre of the next is determined by the separation of the slits. The variation of the brightness of the fringes, the diffraction envelope, is governed by the width of the individual slits. If the diffraction screen has more slits in it, but with the same width and separation, the pattern produced is different, but we still get the interference maxima in the same place, and the diffraction envelope is still the same. This pattern is the result of using 3 diffracting slits. Notice that a weak subsidiary maximum appears between each of the main interference maxima. Because this extra fringe has squeezed in between 2 bright fringes, the main fringes have narrowed a little. When 4 slits are used, 2 subsidiary weak fringes appear between each of the main bright fringes. The main maxima are still in the same place, but they are further narrowed. If 5 slits are used, 3 weak fringes are formed between each pair of main bright fringes. When 6 slits are used, 4 weak fringes occur between the main ones. The trend is evident. There are always 2 fewer weak fringes than the number of slits used. So the more slits we use, the narrower the main maxima become. For a screen with 50 slits, there will be 48 weak fringes, and, more importantly, the width of each main bright interference fringe is greatly narrowed. We can't count the 48 weak fringes in this image, but the sharpening of the main fringes is very clear. The central bright fringe is called the zero order maximum. The next fringes on either side of the zero order are called first order maxima, the next pair are second order, and so on. A remarkable consequence of using a diffracting screen with a large number of slits is that each bright fringe, along with the weak subsidiary ones on either side, is now identical to a single slit pattern. This means that each maximum is in every respect a separate image of the light source. Diffracting screens with large numbers of straight, parallel, equidistant slits are called diffraction gratings. They are used to break up the light from a source into its constituent colours. If a source is used which contains several colours, then a separate image of the source is produced in each colour in each order except the zero order. In this pattern, light from a cadmium lamp is used. This lamp emits blue, green and red light. You can see that the zero order looks bright and bluish, but the first orders on either side contain blue, green and red lines. This sequence is repeated in the second and third orders, after which there is a considerable overlap and confusion of orders. Together, the lines in any one order make up the cadmium spectrum. The resolution is not good because only 50 slits were used. The same spectrum produced using a grating with more than 10,000 lines is much sharper and better resolved.